Let us start everything from my ridiculous name. I was born in the early morning of a day in the 1980s, into a family that seemed extremely happy. Both of my parents were teachers, so we could probably be regarded as a family with a strong scholarly tradition. Naturally, a name has to be given after a person is born. It is said that my parents discussed for a long time, but still couldn't make a decisio. So this task was entrusted to my grandfather, who had the highest educational background in the family. He studied microbiology and had a doctorate. At that time, the name my grandfather originally intended to give me should have been Kilin, an auspicious beast. But I don't know whether it was because of the writing habit from right to left or he remembered the order wrong. My name was written as Linki. Then my parents thought that it would be really troublesome to teach the young me to write such a name with an unknown number of strokes. So they changed my name to Linky and gave it a new meaning, an angel born in the early morning, Angel Kier. At the same time, the character Ki also represents flawless jade. My father's surname is Liu, and I follow his surname. So it's Liu Linky when read out. The three characters sound like 607, auspicious and perfect. How could there be such a good thing in the world? When I grew up, I casually searched online and found that there were many people with the same name as me. The embarrassing thing was that most of the other Liulinkis were female. However, for me this name still has its special meaning because of its unique origin. A pseudo-reversed Kilin. There used to be an angel in my family, except for its golden wings. The rest of it was white. It tilted its head, slightly curled its legs, and held its hands up as if it was about to clap. There was a jingle bell, which was a bit too big and seemed a little out of proportion compared to its tender face, slightly tilted forward. It was made of porcelain. This was my parents' wedding souvenir. Once the angel was accidentally knocked to the ground, and its wings were broken. They glued the wings back on with glue and then hung this fragile ceramic handicraft on the wall of my room, accompanying me through most of my childhood. They always hoped that such a thing could fly in the way they wanted. After I was born, my parents' work became as busy as before, so they hired a nanny to take care of my early childhood. But this nanny was really just a nanny. One summer, the nanny put on a sun hat for herself and held me, who had no hair on my head and no protection at all, to watch the students doing military training. Watching others suffer in the scorching sun as if they were being punished was really a perverted interest. And this guy persisted in being perverted for several hours as a result. The young me with a bare head suffered a lot. It is said that I had a high fever and was almost dying. This incident brought me a lot of troubles in my childhood. When I was very young, my father and I watched pigeons on the rooftop. He pointed them out to me one by one, and I followed suit and pointed them out one by one. I rarely went out, so I didn't have many opportunities to point things out. I found that when I pointed casually, the direction was wrong. I had to aim carefully.